All right, hi guys. Welcome to the Soto Podcast. This is your host, DJ Just Jay with Just Dimes ENT. I'm bringing you guys this story because we advocate for children first, right? We're going to be talking about these three ladies on my screen. If you guys would do me a favor and hit that thumbs up, it'll share our stream and let everybody know that we're live telling this story. This is coming out of Polk County, Florida, and a man that was accused of shooting three innocent women, including a 6-year-old child who's down at the bottom of the screen. We're going to get to her name here in just a moment. He faced a judge this past Monday. His name right there, that dude, is Ernst Cherizard. And he was shackled and quiet as Polk County judge told Cherizard that he would not be eligible for bond and would be facing 3 first-degree murder charges. Dang, man, wow. But after you guys hear this story, I'm sure that you would concur with the judge that is probably suitable. That man right there is, I don't know why he got his shirt off, but that's what they put out there. I just thought that was highly weird. But again, his name is Ernst, is E-R-N-S-T. No additional vowels in there. E-R-N-S-T, Cherizard, C-H-E-R-I-Z-A-R-D. He is 38 years old, okay? This is after a manhunt for this dude. So they had put out a lot of news videos, and I had to cut them down to just a couple. But there were a lot of news videos out because they were looking for him. He was on the run, and that manhunt came to an end on Sunday after police spent the weekend searching for him, and police say that he had shot and killed 2 women and a child. And he ended up turning himself in around the afternoon time, and detectives are attempting to interview him. Now, Haines City Police say that the 2 women came to the apartment complex on Citrus Ridge Court a little bit before 7:30 p.m. on Friday to check on their relative, who is 23-year-old Eli Normil, is N-O-R-M-I-L. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that last name. I mean, everybody has these names that look common, but you don't always pronounce them the same way, all right? Now, when they arrived at Normil's boyfriend's, Cherizard told them she wasn't home. Now, a short time later, one of the 2 women, 48-year-old Nicole Gullamy, came back to the apartment to confront that dude. That's when police say Cherizard shot Nicole. Why? It's very convoluted. We have some answers, but I don't know how accurate they are. Now, officers arrived on the scene and found Normil dead, and the 6-year-old little girl, that little girl right there, her name is Isabelle Frenel, F-R-E-N-E-L, and she was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds inside the apartment. Now, I know a lot of people were in hopes that she would survive her gunshot wounds because she was in the hospital. They were trying to save her. I have to report, unfortunately, she did not make it. So the little 6-year-old girl did not survive her gunshot wounds. The young girl was shot 3 times and once in the head. Wow. She was transported to an area hospital where she was on life support, but police say that she died from her injuries Saturday night. Now, police say Gullamy was Normil's aunt. Normil and Cherizard were in a relationship and have 2 children together, but the police say Isabelle was not Cherizard's daughter. How many stories are we going to have to tell where I tell you guys that these boyfriends, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's a DNA thing. I don't know whether it's a subconscious thing. But it seems like they always seem to take their frustration and violence out on children that don't belong to them. He has kids with this woman, but he didn't kill those kids. I hope you guys caught that from this story. He did not kill his kids. He killed her kid that she had with another guy. So I'm going to read that again. Police say Nicole Gullamy, 48-year-old Gullamy, was Eli or Ellie, age 23-year-old Normil's aunt. So Ellie Normil and Cherizard were in a relationship and have 2 children together. That woman on the far right side has 2 kids with this fool that has his shirt off. Okay? Because I know this is very hard to keep up with. It's hard for me to read the story and keep up with it. But they say that that far girl on the right-hand side was not his daughter. Selective outrage. Hashtag you date thugs, you date death. I don't know how much of a thug he was, but I'm just saying. Seems to be that follows the narrative. They quote, "I was traumatized," and this is coming from Normil's brother, Annel, Annel Normil said. "I spoke to her 2 days ago, and she was like, I'm doing good, bro. And she was like, I'm doing good, bro. I'm working." She's the manager at one of the fast food restaurants down in Haines City area. "It's disgusting to say the least," said Haines City Police Chief James Elinsky. "I can't say what I'd like to say about it, but not much of a man there." Wow. "I can't say what I'd like to say about, but not much of a man there." Haines City Police said Cherizard left the scene in a burgundy 2011 Nissan Altima with a Florida tag GZN C82, which we don't even need it anymore. He turned himself in. And police said that the vehicle was last seen passing Boynton Beach Toll Plaza shortly after midnight, because he was on the run, obviously. Now, early Saturday morning, the suspect took. There must have been a missing word in there. It's a lot of typos. Early Saturday morning, police say the suspect took to Facebook to apologize to his children in a lengthy post. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to read you a little bit of it. He said to his kids that he did not murder, "Daddy is so sorry with all my heart, cuz, C-U-Z, I can't believe this happened. You shot and killed a 6-year-old, shot her 3 times. You shot and killed the aunt and shot and killed your girlfriend. And we're still kind of wondering what led up to this." There's a lot of unanswered questions. And thank you guys for all the people. If you're new to our platform, we advocate for children first. That's why we're talking about this story. And I really, really appreciate all of you guys, especially if you're new to our platform. I really appreciate that. Now, let me see. Despite his remorse, made no mistake about this, man is a monster. Why did they have so many typos in here? To consciously shoot 3 innocent unarmed females is nothing less than being a coward. And that's coming from the police chief. To shoot a truly innocent 6-year-old child is disgusting and beyond comprehension. Moreover, he shot the child at least 3 times, once being in the head. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and the first responders who did everything they could at the scene. They also must live with this tragedy. Now, they've set up a family members set up a GoFundMe account to help pay for the victim's funeral costs, and Cherizard's next court appearance is scheduled for May 21st at 8:15 a.m. So you guys are going to get a chance to see a little bit of this court footage and a little bit of him being caught, which is one of those photos right there. And I'm going to tell you guys this, because I heard Tommy bring this up the other day. You guys know this is something that we talk about all the time, and shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. One thing that we know as Americans, guys, one thing that we know as human beings, death is certain. Death is certain. Life is short. If you're a religious person and you know that God does not promise us the next 24 hours. So knowing this and knowing how finite death is, it's coming and it's around the corner. Why would we not have some type of life insurance? I'm asking our people because I know this is a very commonplace thing. We shouldn't have to rely on the goodness of crowdfunding to continue to pay for our funerals. It is not the public's responsibility to bury us. I want everybody to understand that. It's not the public's responsibility to feed us. It is not the public's responsibility to clothe us. It is not the public's responsibility to give us transportation. It is not the public's responsibility to teach our kids to have manners in school. It is not any of the public's responsibility to take care of any of that stuff. I hope everybody understands how important life insurance is. Death is always around the corner for all of us. I encourage you guys, for children, look up the Gerber Babies life insurance plan. For our adults, if you don't know anything else, I can at least tell you about AAA. I have AAA. Look into getting their life insurance. It ain't that expensive. It's really not. Especially for something that we know we're all going to need. We all get out and go to work every day. You go back and forth. Things happen. I'm just saying, we never know. Everybody should have life insurance, period. Okay? And that is not to get onto the family, so I want everybody to understand. I'm not saying that the family is wrong for setting up a GoFundMe because we haven't planned for this type of thing. I get it. I understand. But it is definitely important for us to start, going forward at least, looking at having life insurance, okay? Hope everybody understands that. We have, let me see, how many people? 141 viewers, only 84 likes. Can we please get the likes up to 100 likes, please? I don't know why I have to keep saying that. Like, people will come in and watch the show, but they won't even click the thumbs up. We have 2 people that have donated to the show. 2. But we can't get everybody else to just click the like, please, please. There's some people that have never even donated to the show, never donated to any show or any platform. I'm not asking anybody to do anything, but just click the like. Please do that. Can we do that, please, please? Now, first and foremost, this dude confessed to his crimes on Facebook, but appeared to blame both Normiel and having guns inside the house. That's one thing I wanted to bring up. He blamed Normiel, which is the girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken, and having guns inside the house. Another point is he apologized to his children and said what he did was pure evil, and he claims he'll either kill himself or surrender. Okay? Lastly, Jenny Normiel was 23. I'm glad, they changed the name. Jenny Normiel was 23 and a full-time mother who attended a local college, and her Facebook page, too, is filled with photographs of her children. So, wanted to kind of call out a couple of those things. They said he's armed and dangerous and all of that stuff, but he's in custody, so that is null and void right now. Let's go ahead and get this fair usage started and show you guys the news videos that we captured. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
This morning, the 6-year-old girl police say was shot by a man in Polk County has died. The suspected shooter is still on the run this morning and may have been spotted in South Florida. Haines City police say Ernst Cherizard is armed and dangerous. They say he killed 2 women and shot that 6-year-old girl multiple times before just taking off. CBS 4's Ty Russell has the latest on what police say and what that suspect posted on social media.
38-year-old Ernst Cherizard is wanted for a triple shooting that turned deadly in Central Florida near Lakeland. Investigators believe he was last seen in South Florida when the license plate on this 2011 burgundy Nissan Altima was spotted in Boynton Beach at a toll plaza on the Turnpike early Saturday morning.
It's disgusting, to say the least. I can't say what I'd like to say about him, but that's why all I'm going to tell you is he's a male, not much of a man to shoot a child and 2 females.
The Haines City Police Chief spoke Friday night following the deadly shooting at an apartment complex. Since then, police told us 48-year-old Nicole Gilloom and 23-year-old Eli Normill were shot and killed. Police say Normill's daughter, 6-year-old Isabelle, was shot in the head.
Everybody needs to be on the lookout. He's obviously armed and dangerous.
Police spent hours investigating and are still working to find the suspect. Investigators say Normill was Cherizard's girlfriend and Gilloom was her relative.
Somebody asked, how do you shoot a little girl multiple times? And he accuses me. I'm going to tell you this. I thought about that as you wrote it in the chat. And anybody, if you guys have any thoughts, you can post it in the live chat. I thought about that, and I'm like, you know what? That's pretty deep, man. I mean, you got to be cold-hearted. Probably the worst one that I heard was when the dude dragged the little 2-year-old out in the street and shot the little 2-year-old before shooting himself. But this is just as bad. I don't understand how you do it. I don't understand, no matter what you're going through emotionally or anything like that, you to take that out on a kid. Like, I just would never understand people taking violence out on a kid. So let me go ahead and play the next set of these videos.
Still working to find the suspect. Investigators say Normill was Cherizard's girlfriend and Gilloom was her relative. Investigators told CBS 4 News they are aware of a Facebook post on the suspect's page made after the shooting that reads in part, "My girl wasn't too happy about me talking to my ex-baby mama to see my kids."
Did y'all hear how he read that? I mean, he wrote it exactly how it was written. These news people be tripping me out sometimes. The suspect's Facebook page, the last thing you want to do is be reading a hood person's Facebook page. How many of you people can agree with that? That's the last thing you want to be doing. I mean, I know this brings a little levity to the show because we definitely need it, because I know these stories are a little gloomy. He said, "My girl wasn't happy about me talking to my ex-baby mama to see my kids." Yes. Yes.
The post goes on to say, "I don't know what happened. All I know is we were fighting for the gun, then I lost it. It's almost like I was hearing voices in my head."
Now, I want you guys to also notice the fact that he translated that shorthand IDK as "I don't know." So they were real quick to pick that up. And then he said, "I don't know what happened," which should have been a period right there. I don't know why we don't believe in using punctuation. I'm going to tell you people that be posting in my comment section and y'all don't believe in any kind of punctuation. It's weird. It bothers me because I can't tell where the sentence ends, where a thought ends, and the next thought begins. Punctuation is important. Please use it. I don't know what happened, period. All I know is we was, which is incorrect also, fighting for the gun, comma, then I lost it, period. It's almost like I was hearing voices in my head. I'm sorry, guys. My mother was a teacher. She's getting ready to retire. Shout out to my mama. But, you know, because she spent a lot of years teaching and taught me. And I see why that bothers her so much whenever she used to see us use incorrect English.
So if anybody sees him, need to call 911 immediately.
Now, police want everyone looking out for the Nissan Altima with the Florida license plate that reads,
well, we've already got that. It doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and go to the next video.
This little girl is fighting for her life tonight. Police say her mom's boyfriend shot the girl 3 times, once in the head. The suspected shooter is still on the run, and police say he took to Facebook just hours after the shooting to apologize. Good evening, I'm Candace Avilés here with 10 News reporter Grady Trimble. And Grady, you've been following the story since yesterday. What does that post say?
Well, Candace, it suggests Ernst Cherizard is either going to...
Oh, who said that? GSD mom said getting ready for the defense by saying he was hearing voices. He's trying to get himself prepared for a crazy plea. I agree with you. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. Trying to plead crazy.
Suggests Ernst Cherizard is either going to turn himself in or end his own life, and he appears to be speaking to his children in that post. Police say Cherizard shot little Isabelle Fresnel and killed the girl's mom and her great aunt around 7:30 last night at their apartment in Haines City. The Facebook post says, "Daddy is so sorry with all my heart. I can't even explain what happened because I can't believe this happened." Despite that apology, Haines City's police chief calls Cherizard a monster.
They're probably going to be looking to end this dude's life or put him in jail for life, one or the other. And yes, absolutely, guys. Shout out to all the teachers out there, all the educators. Definitely.
It's disgusting, to say the least. I can't say what I'd like to say about him, but that's why all I'm going to tell you is he's a male, not much of a man to shoot a child and two females. Not much of a man there.
Of course, police are hoping for the best for this poor little girl who's on life support after being flown to a hospital in Orlando. And take a look at this burgundy 2011 Nissan Altima on your screen. Police think Cherizard booked it to South Florida after the shooting. They say that car was seen passing a Boynton Beach toll plaza shortly after midnight Saturday. Police want anyone who sees Cherizard, of course, to call 911.
They don't want them to apprehend him. They wanted him to call 911. Why? Because if you see something, say something. Call the police. Do not take the law into your own hands. Thank you. I see you guys are putting the challenge out there to support the platform. Thank you guys so much, because this takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Just for me to do the story I did earlier, it took me literally all last night, and it was so late I couldn't even do that story last night. So it takes a lot of time of my free time, but thank you guys for supporting what we do here.
Sporting a white jumpsuit and handcuffs, 38-year-old Ernst Cherizard being escorted to jail by police officers Sunday afternoon after hours of questioning.
The way he killed him, it was crazy.
Cherizard accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend, 23-year-old Ali Normil, her mother, 48-year-old Nicole Guillaume, and her daughter, 6-year-old Isabelle Fresnel. Neighbor Denise Jones didn't want to show her face, but says she knew the family well, especially Ali, who goes by Jeannie.
She was a sweet girl. Like I said, she always was high-spirited. She always had a conversation for you. And I always saw Jeannie in the morning or in the afternoons when she was picking her daughter up.
6-year-old Isabelle and her mother Ali found shot inside this Haines City apartment. The chaos unfolding around 7:30 Friday night after Ali's mother, Nicole, along with a friend, went to the apartment to check on Ali. But Cherizard told them she wasn't staying there. A short time later, Nicole returned, getting into a confrontation with Cherizard. That's when police say Cherizard shot and killed Nicole, then drove off.
They seemed to be very happy. He always was soft-spoken. He always asked how you was doing and everything. So whatever was going on the inside, it never showed on the outside.
I'm going to tell you guys this. That's bull crap, because I'm going to tell you guys something. If he was a thug, which I'm assuming he probably was, the way that works is for these females, they'll always show a sensitive side. They'll act hood and as and crazy as they can possibly be around their homies, around other people. But when it comes to the females that they like and want to be around, oh yeah, they'll show a sensitive side for sure. Soon as you piss them off, it's just like having a damn lion inside your house. You can be nice to the lion and pat him on the head and all that kind of good stuff, but piss that lion off one day and see if that thing don't kill everything inside the house. Right? You date thugs, you date death. That's what happens. Well, he seemed like a good guy, and he was always soft-spoken and this and that. Yes, that's the way it works. Hashtag not every thug is like that, but too many of them are. Okay?
Never showed on the outside.
Just hours after the shooting, police say Cherizard admitted to the crimes in this Facebook post, apologizing to his children. Jones now hoping the family will get justice.
They need to know why. That way they're...
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and kill that crazy plea. Can we kill that crazy plea right now? I want you guys to listen. Listen to this. Let's kill the crazy plea right now. He can't be crazy. You know why? Because he picked and chose who he murdered. He intentionally killed the 6-year-old girl, shot her 3 times. He intentionally killed the mother because they were in an argument. And he shot the aunt and killed her probably because he didn't like her. But didn't kill his own kids. So he made a conscious decision not to kill his own kids. He made a conscious decision not to take his own life. He made a conscious decision to be on the run. Possibly to seek out legal counsel or whatever the case is. You know, thugs tend to do that. They tend to try to duck out and hide so that way they can try to get their plan and their story together, get their head together, or get their money together, whatever it is that they need to do beforehand, right? That don't sound like a crazy person to me. Am I going to get flagged for what I just said? Maybe. But I think I just ruined that dude's little crazy plea defense right there in itself. Let's go.
Hearts and minds, will rest.
Cherizard will be booked into the Polk County Jail. At this point, no word yet on any official charges. Haley?
Yeah, he's got 3 counts of murder, plus probably some other stuff. Let me show you guys these next couple of videos real quick.
We are going to begin with a case where the inmate is here in the courtroom with me. Ernst Cherizard.
Sandra Smith for the Public Defender's Office, Your Honor. I would like to waive the reading of Mr. Cherizard's charges as well as any upgraded charges this time. I would also ask for our office to be appointed to his case.
I am reviewing an arrest warrant that was issued by Circuit Judge Larry Helms on April the 13th based on an affidavit from the Haines City Police Department. There are 3 charges involved in that arrest warrant. Mr. Levine.
Yeah, Brother Ram said logging into Facebook is an insane move. It's just like whenever people go live, you don't accidentally go live. You have to log in, find the live button, hit that, then turn around and create your title, and then I think you have to upload like a thumbnail. Like, it's a very involved process. You don't just accidentally type that whole message out like he did. So thank you for calling that out too. I think we just ruined his little crazy plea. What do you consider crazy? Somebody, well, I don't really, look, this is the thing. I rarely ever consider anybody crazy. How about that? So that ought to answer your question. I don't consider hardly anybody crazy. I think people do irrational, crazy things, but I hardly will ever give anybody a crazy plea. Everybody needs to be held accountable for the decisions that they make. Well, we almost got about 200 people here. If you guys would hit that thumbs up, we should cross the threshold. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that thumbs up for me.
There are 3 charges involved in that arrest warrant. Mr. Levine is here representing the State Attorney's Office this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may inquire, there is an arrest report that was filed today by Detective Donovan with the Haines City Police Department, and it upgrades one of the 3 charges on the first affidavit. It upgrades the attempted first-degree murder to first-degree murder. There are now a total of 3 first-degree murder counts that the defendant is facing. As Your Honor has...
I don't know if y'all can hear that. They say the charges have been upgraded to 3 first-degree murder charges.
The opportunity yet to see that recently.
I have.
Filed affidavit.
I have.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, and I am aware that there's been a waiver of the reading of the charges. We now have 3 charges. We've addressed that one of the original charges is now upgraded. Mr. Cherizard, would you like an attorney to represent you on these charges? Do you have any source of income at this time? All right. I will make a preliminary appointment of the Public Defender's Office. Sir, they will require you to fill out an application detailing your income and your assets. The clerk will make a final determination as to whether you qualify. I have reviewed the upgraded affidavit, if you will, in conjunction with the original arrest warrant issued by Judge Helms. I do find probable cause for the 3 charges mentioned here today. Mr. Levine, does the state wish to be heard?
Your Honor, we'd ask that the defendant remain no bond on all 3 first-degree murder charges.
They ask that he remains on no bond on all 3 first-degree murder charges, rightfully so.
Ms. Smith, any comments for the defense at this time?
No, Your Honor, we just asked what his court date would be.
Mr. Cherizard, having reviewed the information, I agree based on the charges at hand and the affidavit contained and attached to the arrest warrant. I'm going to hold you no bond at this time, all 3 charges. I am showing an arraignment court date May 21st at 8:15. I do not know if that's going to be changed, but that is the arraignment court date at this time. As I said, I am appointing preliminarily the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Do you have any questions, sir? May the 21st, 2019, 8:15 arraignment court date. Mr. Levine, anything further from the state?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Very well. It's only an affidavit, so we're going to wait till they direct file. We are.
Boy, they keep dating these thugs, man. They keep falling for this crap, and their kids keep paying the price. This is the last video, guys. Let's go ahead and hit that threshold up. Hit that thumbs up for me, please, okay?
Live from the news station, Fox 35 News at 5 starts now.
And we start with breaking news tonight. Good evening, I'm Heather Gustafson. A manhunt in Polk County has ended with the suspect surrendering to police. He's accused of shooting and killing 2 women and a 6-year-old child. Statewide search for that suspect, Ernst Cherizard, started Friday after police say he shot and killed 6-year-old Isabelle, her mother, Eli Normil, and her great-aunt, Nicole Gilloom. Police say the mother, Normil, was the suspect's girlfriend. The victim's family is stunned.
I was traumatized. I spoke to her 2 days ago, and she's like, I'm doing good, bro, and working. She's the manager at one of the fast food restaurants down in the Haines City area.
Haines City Police.
That's the brother of the shooting victim, Anel Normil. I'm not sure exactly what ethnicity they are or what nationality they are, but their names are very, very hard to kind of pronounce. They're very unique, very different. So, but that's the brother.
Suspect's girlfriend. The victim's family is stunned.
I was traumatized. I spoke to her 2 days ago, and she's like, I'm doing good, bro, and working. She's the manager at one of the fast food restaurants down in the Haines City area.
Haines City Police found the victims in the suspect's apartment on Friday. After 2 days on the run, he surrendered to police this afternoon. The news station's Elizabeth Fry has more on this case.
Eileen Normil's Facebook page is filled with photos of her and Ernst Cherizard, painting a picture of a happy couple in love.
You know, he always talks to me like he cares for my sister, that he want to marry her one day.
But Polk County court records tell a very different and violent story. In April of 2017, Normil filed a domestic violence injunction against Cherizard. Then just months later, Cherizard was arrested by Polk County authorities for domestic violence aggravated battery against Normil while she was 7 months pregnant with their twin children. Those twin babies, now just over a year old, are without a mother after Cherizard shot.
Yeah, you got a lot of Haitians down there. Thank you, Parker Lee, and that's exactly what that is, I believe.
While she was 7 months pregnant with their twin children. Those twin babies, now just over a year old, are without a mother after Cherizard shot and killed her Friday night, along with Normil's 6-year-old daughter, Isabelle and Nicole Gilloom, who, according to family, is Normil's mother.
She was a good girl, like, you know what I mean? She's been 23 and now she's gone. It's just sad.
Normil's fate was ultimately sealed due to an argument that...
That's his Facebook page, TJ Primetime Zoe. I didn't look through his Facebook page real thoroughly, but to let you know, his Facebook page is still up because obviously he can't access it and he can't turn it off. But that's TJ Primetime Zoe. That's the dude, the Cherizard guy, Ernst Cherizard. That's his Facebook page.
Due to an argument that Cherizard said on Facebook began after he attempted to see one of his children from a previous relationship.
Yeah, all the kids and baby mama in the area.
In that Facebook post, Cherizard claims that the pair was fighting for the gun when he, quote, lost it, adding that it was like he was hearing voices in his head. He ended the post apologizing to everyone for taking a great person's life. But it's an apology that doesn't hold much weight, as family and friends now grieve the loss of 3 loved ones in less than 48 hours. Little Isabelle's death Saturday night, the latest heartbreak. Authorities releasing she suffered gunshots to the temple, face, and arm.
To the temple, face, and arm. He had every intention of trying to kill her. Somebody says Bahamian. He had every intention of killing her. That ain't a crazy person. That was somebody that was intentionally trying to take all 3 of those people out. That's intent. That's intentional. That's wrong, man.
48 hours. Little Isabelle's death Saturday night, the latest heartbreak. Authorities releasing she suffered gunshots to the temple, face, and arm.
You know what you did, so you gotta pay the consequences. I just need justice for my family.
Justice that family members say they won't stop fighting for. Elizabeth Fry, Fox 35 News.
Live from the news station, Fox.
Did they say she was 23 with twins? Yes. So, to get everybody to understand, Cherizard had twins with her. So she had 3 kids total. I didn't even think about that. She's 23 years old with 3 kids. No husband. I know people might not see the things that me and my brother Tommy in relationship rehab and what we talk about here in Soto Nation. I get it. People might not understand what we're talking about and where we're coming from when we talk about these families and how important it is if we're going to have these children and procreate, we need to have them in a stable environment. The most stable environment that you can have is a marriage and have those people underneath one roof. We continue to keep haphazardly having children. We are in love with somebody for a moment, for a period of time. We produce kids with this person. Next thing you know, just like Tommy talks about all the time, usually before the kid is even born, we're already broken up. These kids are doomed from day one. From the moment that they are born, they're doomed. Because they don't have the protection, they don't have the stability, and they don't have both of the parents, so they don't have the support. They're not going to have the finances. We just continue to just keep breeding crap up on top of crap, and then those kids turn around and produce crap on top of crap. And now we're like in the 4th generation of this since the 70s, since the 1960s, since FDR put out and said, the Great Society, if you choose Title 4-D, this program, then we will take care of you, right? The Great Society said, we're going to allow for welfare. You don't need the man in the house. As our people, we chose wrong. We chose wrong. We chose the wrong thing. We turned our back on our men, and in turn, we started breeding without the men being there, and now we have no leadership, we have no protection, and no accountability in the household. The most important thing is the women don't have any accountability. They don't have to answer to anybody. So what do you think that's going to do to a boy that's raised by his mom that has no accountability? He don't know what accountability is. He don't know what it is to be a man. He doesn't have, and women can't teach a man how to be a man. They cannot do it. Because you're going to continue to keep producing these emotional idiots, and they're going to continue to go out, and then we're going to just say, you know what, it's so sad, it's so sad. No, it don't have to be sad. We have a set of children right now that we can save, we can fix before the next moment, before we have sex, the next moment, before we decide to procreate or not wear a condom or think a girl is cute because she got a great body. She is, you know, she is this Instagram hottie. She is this Facebook hottie. She's posting all of these pictures. My brothers, I am begging you to think. Do not procreate with these women. It is not worth it for us to continue to bring children in this world without a plan. We have to start taking responsibility for our sexuality. We have to start valuing our sexuality. I don't know if we can save this generation of people, but the least we can do is not add to it. All right, fellas, y'all got that? To my sisters, you have an innate gift. You have an innate gift, the gift of life. Don't just let anybody walk up in your house, destroy your house, and then you're mad at the people that walked inside your house when you don't have to let the people inside of your house. All right? We both have to work together. There is yin and yang, push and pull, responsibility and accountability that falls on both sides. I don't want to hear anything about, well, the man. I don't want to hear anything about, well, the woman. It's both of our responsibility, and we have to stop producing this. I can guarantee you that Ernst Cherizard is probably a benefactor of this broken system of not having fathers in the household. That baby is dead because he didn't have any value in himself. Therefore, he didn't see any value in life or other people's lives. I've told you guys this before. When you date thugs, you date death because they don't see any value in themselves. So they're not going to see any value of anybody else's life or anybody else's property out in the world. That is why these boys are killing each other and killing everybody else. And they're doing it at the highest rates by way of percentage. All right? I don't want to hear about anybody else's problems. I care about my house, my problem, my community, people that look like me, because it affects me and it affects my kids. The chances of white supremacy touching us is very, very minute before somebody like this fool touches you. That's a fact. That's a statistic. Don't argue facts. All right? Thank you guys so much for listening to this story. RIP to the mother. RIP especially to 6-year-old Isabelle Fresnel. And RIP to the aunt. Tragic story. You make your bed, you lay in it. I hate to see this happen. But guys, we got to fix it. Continue to keep exposing. Continue to keep bringing light to these stories. And continue to keep advocating for children first. Also, if you guys see something, say something, make sure you utilize and call the police. If you guys need any information about child abuse, let me see if I can get that up real quick. You can call the child abuse hotline. Let me see if I can get that number up on the screen. Maybe not on the screen, but the number is 800-48-CHILD or 800-422-4453. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the United States and Canada. If you guys need any questions, concerns, or anything like that, we can get these children some help, and you can remain anonymous. All right. Thank you guys so much. That's the end of the show.